Rodney Dangerfield of gaming.
No respect.
I got no respect. Hack forward.
Okay. So is everybody good to play Chapter 2 of Hack Forward?
Yes.
All right, let's get it going.
Maybe
He's like the opposite. Yeah. He's like the opposite where they're like, oh god, that guy doesn't age. It's like he doesn't age either, except he's looked old since the day,
Right.
since the day he got into Hollywood.
You talking about me?
No, Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, yeah.
He's looked ancient since day one.
I can relate.
Like, you know how babies are born and look like old men?
Yeah.
He never changed,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
All right, what did we solve last time?
So we went overboard because apparently
we went farther.
we weren't
Yeah,
supposed to
we went
open
forward.
like even this.
But no, I know.
Yeah,
but we did the thing, and then we finally solved
Well,
whatever.
This says 301, and this is 502, and this is 702. So I don't know if we'll end up doing this one as part of Chapter 2, or if that's the Chapter 2 material. But I'll, for the moment, put the box.
I know we solved most of this. I remember the puzzle for this. Didn't I get the? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We did something.
Which I'm
Solved
glad
it.
you did because we knew to
Yeah.
to do some homework on that.
Which I really hope it is just the one.
Did we need to
Watch the
log
next
into
envelope
a? Did
be
we need to
like-
log into a site? Are you doing?
We do need to log
We
into
do
the
need
site.
log into, but I think for some reason I feel like you're the only one.
Yeah, I think you have the account for it. It's the Key Enigma.
Help
And
us,
then-
Michael One Kenobi. You're our only hope.
All right. Well, someone bring.
I know who doesn't have an account is me. Oh wait, this is welcome. Maybe I do.
You have the app. I mean, if you have the app. Then...
Now here's the question: can two people activate the same?
The same code? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you've already entered the code, right?
Like the
Yeah. I don't think it's app specific. It's just login specific.
So what happens if I put this in, even though you've already put it in?
It might want you to start at the beginning. Like it might want you to go.
Well, let's
through
see
the
what
whole-
happens.
Good sir, I do believe we will need some transparency.
Oh yes,
Because I like the idea of two things running.
Yeah, that is good to confirm.
You got another thing coming. Yeah, I was gonna pull up these photos that we have for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. But I'm glad we did because it's not sunny out at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wants to start all the way over on this.
Yeah.
Did we ever remember what the?
Definitely the triangle blue.
I think you can use your
I
app
really-
to just log in
contrast
with my
to-
credentials.
I really didn't know those letters.
Okay,
Yeah,
but then
the
if I do that,
Right,
can
because
you
these
do
are
it?
each 7.
So here, let's do
digits.
this. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
blue.
log in, or are you not gonna log in? I can log in as you.
Cracking right up.
That I can't log in at the moment.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go
Blue, because
back
it's
to
blue.
here. Hold on. Log out. All right, here. Log in.
Looks like.
Do I have enough battery?
Does it? I can record.
Yes. I'll just... Where my watch? Oh, I know what time it is. So did this change in the sun?
It did.
Yeah, this was the change. So Mostly it's just they're darker and
Just
blue for a lot of those.
the lines are,
Makes it stand out a lot more.
yeah, but not really.
It's still somewhat visible, but
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
it helps for the numbers, though.
It does. Forgetting what the password is. All right,
Is it in?
there it is. Yeah. Play chapter 2. Start chapter.
Nice.
Chapter 2. Meet your teams. After investigating the case of Andrea, the former researcher hired by Hontanar,
Which that was
Nuclear.
fun. Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun.
who disappeared, you have encountered a group of hackers. They will send you a box of puzzles that you will have to solve in order to join them and continue the investigation. Start the chapter. All right, to enter this private chat, you need to provide a private alias name. What do you want, like?
Oh, we
Legend.
usually use Legend.
He is Legend, which is part 3 of the Legend series starring Will Smith. Confirm. Okay. All right. Submit. Okay. You can open it now. Open the box. Once you have opened the box, you will find some materials that each one of us has sent to test you. Just use the loose objects we've sent you. Ignore the envelopes.
Okay.
Let us know when you've opened it. All right. How do we do that? Is there a
We-
secret?
we-
Is there a
those are the-
secret code I need to?
Those are the
I mean, there's a
loose
button.
Send a thumbs up.
There's a
emoji.
button that says I've opened it, but should I go through and solve something or just arbitrarily do exactly what it asked me?
Let's do as it asks instead of going ahead and doing all the other stuff that we could do.
All right, are you ready? So it is looking for these 2 cat things. These are the items that we're going to need.
Yeah.
This.
Yep.
The fake disc thing.
Yep.
This.
Okay.
This.
Yep.
The spaceship. And the map.
And a beetle.
Does it not show
The beetle is on there too, yes.
Okay.
Everything else is out of the way.
So we don't need this.
In the other envelope.
We don't need these.
I don't know if it needs those or not. They
Those
are
were from
not
the
laying
first
out.
one?
We used them in the first one.
Okay.
And I do think Leonard's going to need it. He's already using
Okay.
it for the binary.
So if you want to
Yeah.
give me the other one.
This is the binary.
Oh, so we think we may need it.
I think we
because
need
it might have been in the map originally.
Oh,
Like they were inside there, I think.
Were they? I thought they were.
I believe they were.
I thought they were in this because we used them and we're not
Well,
using
but
those.
we opened everything. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they were in that originally.
Did we use them to solve?
Anyway,
things
I'm
that
hitting
were-
let's go.
Yeah. No,
Or-
we use these 2 for the
All right,
video.
we'll just stick where we are. Masquerade. For my puzzle, just use the planets card. Jig hack. For my puzzle, you need the map of Europe.
Okay.
Flaboom. To resolve mine, you're going to need the floppy disk and the map that I've designed. White Lupin. If you want to solve my puzzle, you should use the letter written in Latin and something else.
Okay.
That's all it says. White Lupin. Although I've added an extra puzzle where you'll need the card with the green numbers. White Lupin. If you want to do it, select the extra in the chat. And finally, there's me. My puzzle will give the exact order in which you need to put the solutions of my teammates' puzzles in the box behind this chat. To do this, you'll need the avatar card. All right. If you want to change puzzle, just type select puzzle. All right. So then we just have a whole bunch of checks.
So we're going to solve them individually and then something
Yeah.
happens.
You want to do the planet card first, since these
Planet
first?
card?
Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. Clicking on it. It's very important to get all the help we can in order to stop the leaks. I have a hunch that this is going to get worse. But just because I want you on the team doesn't mean I'm going to make it easy for you. We need good people who are able to read between the lines. My puzzle is about space. There is nothing more enigmatic that we know so little about? The oceans. Come on, dude. Solve my card task and show me what you know. If you need help, type hint. I'll give you a little hint. The heat of the sun and the cold of space. Try putting the card in the fridge to give it a little heat. Oh,
make it cold?
put it in the
I,
ice.
Let's try
I
that.
think that just makes it go back to dark.
Just showing
But
you
I think you
easier.
should do it anyway, because we got the
Let's see if there's something
we got the
different.
images. We don't need this, do we? We got the images.
It says on the back, what is it? Rocket times the X planet, or
Rocket times planet, probably, times Saturn, equals.
Well, but Saturn's an X.
it's true.
So it's probably some planet, I mean not Saturn, but the rocket is like 999.
Yes.
But if you put heat over that 19, it sort of disappears. The first one, which maybe it makes it 99.
Does it disappear or does it darken? I thought it darkened.
I'd lighten that.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Check it. Kind of turns brownish
I
instead
know,
of black.
but in the sun it was.
Well, there's two planets with the
rings.
rings. One says X, and the other says 84 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm putting this in the freezer for a few minutes just to see if it does anything.
Cool.
Other than just be dark.
Right.
Putting it in the freezer. Beep, boop, 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 beep.
Here's what I prepared earlier.
Yeah, so we have.
Yeah.
So on your phones, I've taken pictures of when it was laid out in the sun since that was earlier today. We can't do that right now in the evening. So I took pictures of these materials and laid in the
So
sun.
it said rocket times the
A planet with rings, but
Saturn looking one, but yeah.
but there's two planets with, or there's multiple planets. with rings.
equals
And the colors
question mark.
didn't quite match any of them. Like
Oh, we should have taken a picture of the back of it.
Yeah, we probably should have, but the but it was like a yellowish brownish color, so it didn't quite match the coloring of either of the two rings.
And this is the only thing we're supposed to use for this
That's what it says.
puzzle, so nothing else relates, nothing else is telling us which is the.
I'll go back.
Based on the size of the rings, I do think it's the Saturn one, not the rings one.
Yeah, the second one seems to also have some extra little, like.
Yeah, artistic details
yeah.
to the rings. Yeah.
But this says for my puzzles, just use the planets card. I mean, what the obvious would be.
Okay, so everything's dark and definitely when it's cold, it's 3 nines,
Okay.
like 3 dark nines, and then to
Yeah.
Leonard's point, when it's warm, one of those nines fades away. But I think we're supposed to make it cold to get the third 9.
Possibly.
I don't know.
So we're supposed to be cold to get the third 9, but then
Can you read the?
Yeah, but you don't get the other information until you heat it up.
until you
So
I-
I would think
sun.
heating it up would
Can
also
you-
be for the number.
Can you read the hint again?
I think we're
the
supposed to
coldness
use
of
both.
space
Yeah.
and the.
Yeah, the heat of the sun and the cold of space. Try put the card in the fridge or give it a little heat.
Okay, so it didn't. I was hoping maybe I just didn't remember, and maybe it
well,
specified.
see, I think the rocket
traveling through the
I
coldness
think
of space or
I think the
something, but-
rocket's in space, so you're supposed to go with a cold rocket. And the planets are being heated by the light of the sun, so you're supposed to go with the sun on the planets and the cold on the rocket, would be my guess.
Well,
And we should be able to try both, because if it's only a 99 versus 999,
Yeah.
that should be easy enough to try twice if we have to.
well, the question is, do you do the obvious and just multiply it times the number?
You'll have to do some math because there is different ones that are years, days, hours.
Right. What do we know the format of the answer?
No,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
just as a.
Maybe we say such and such years, or we just give a number. I don't know. Or such and such days. Is there another puzzle that we can start working on simultaneously?
Well, the others are the days, so I think, and we are supposed to be able to use the internet, so it might just be the orbital period because, like 165 years. 60 days, like Earth is literally 365.
There you go. There you
So,
go.
that might just be a
is it.
fact. That might just be look up.
Well, we could just do that. What is the
Saturn's year? How long is
Yeah.
Saturn's year?
Well, let's check what the that's any other
Oh,
one that you have.
so maybe that's not a times. That's an X. It's just whatever
The
Saturn
question
is.
mark.
So,
Basically.
yeah, so
That's
we
what
have to
I'm
do
thinking.
Okay, so it's 999 times whatever Saturn's orbital period is, and they're just showing you that you need the orbital period because they're using the other planets as examples of the information they're looking for.
So the top results are saying 29.4 years. Nothing else is in decimal format, right?
Right,
So I'm
so I
guessing
think-
that 29 probably.
Or what is
The ones that are they're either listed in days or years. It seems like anything more than 365 days
is listed in years? Then I would round.
So yeah,
to a whole number.
so
It says
29 times.
29.5 or 10,759 days.
No, I just do.
Like, yeah, I would try those two numbers first, and then if either of them don't work, we can continue.
Okay, so if we try the 999 times 29.
It's 2871.
It's what?
2871.
Is the just 99. My bet is on the other one.
That's right. 2871.
Huh. Okay.
I knew you'd get it.
So just 2 nights. I wonder was right and I was wrong.
Okay.
Not much time now. You can.
So the
you
code
can
was
be part
just
of
for darkening it. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
just to get it back to normal.
Yeah.
Select the name of one of my teammates. So the other ones are map of Europe, floppy disk, and the map that they've designed. The letter written in Latin, which I guess is this.
Yep. That's the one that's about Pandora's box.
And then there's an extra.
I mean, not Pandora's. I mean,
Schrodinger's.
And they don't
You
mention.
want to just go in order?
Nobody mentioned these two, right? So I'm wondering.
I think
if they're
those
part
are
of
the
extra.
extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I solved this one last time. I just can't because it was pointing to specific things. That
If you
was
put it in
amazing.
light and then you put
Yeah.
it in dark, it's glowing.
All right. Jig Hack wants to know: do you really think you're qualified to join this group? I'm not going to waste any energy to put an elaborate challenge for you. I will just test you once, and I will really test you once. You have earned my respect. So far, I've made something quick and improvised.
If I remember correctly, this one pointed to which order what was, because it's one.
I've
was-
taken one of my maps
yeah.
and making it a simple drawing. You should be able to find the key. Join the cities in the list on the back. Can you see the result? I wouldn't like to have helped you. It would be disappointing. But if you're lost, type in.
With
Stick it
joining
in
the
one of
cities,
those,
it
yeah.
sounds like it might be
ruler.
yeah.
Okay, so we want.
Connect the dots or a digit or something.
Well, we've got. Why does this look like phone handles next to these numbers?
Well, some of them are GPS coordinates.
Well, that is, but what's that?
Oh, yeah, it is a phone. It's the phone extension for, like, what I did was I've got Madrid, Malta, Romania, Oslo, Upper.
Yeah, but is it join these or is it join the places that these are?
I think it would go down in this order here. Right?
So that's just two. There's only two there.
No, there's Madrid, and there's whatever's at this location, and there's whatever has this.
Oh, I
extension
see.
and-
I see. I see what it's doing. Yes.
Okay.
So
But maybe it's both. Maybe it's a
1, 2, 3,
two-digit number.
4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, and what's not on this?
And if you are supposed to connect them, it might be that this could be like a 2, and this could be an 8
Okay,
or something.
so if you put it, Garrett, if you put in these coordinates,
Yes.
what Give me a city.
Malta.
Malta.
Okay.
And then you said this is the phone extension for
Romania.
Romania. Romania is a country. We have a city.
Not for a phone extension.
Okay, so I'm just going to put Romania. And then we have Oslo. And then Upper
Baraka.
and then what is it?
Spain.
And then what is it?
I have Norway, so I guess I didn't narrow it down to a city for that.
For this one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get a city out of that.
The Brandenburg tour or gate is in Berlin.
Yeah, but I don't know how to input
That's
that.
Well, I don't
Okay,
know.
so
I'm
yeah.
saying
Yeah,
this is in Berlin.
Oh.
St. Basil's
Oh.
is in
I think
Russia,
I
is
have
in
it saved,
Moscow.
but yeah, this is.
None of these are
I'll see if I
Moscow?
have it in my
Okay, so
screen.
so you're telling me where some of these things
Well,
are.
would these things not be located in some of these places?
Apparently not. Or maybe not.
I didn't actually save it, so yeah, we'll have to visit.
So this is Leaning Tower of Pisa is that Italy?
It was in Italy, Pisa, Italy. So none of those match these, like,
Italy.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if it might be two different lists.
yes,
And then
right.
the Sagrada
One's a-
Familia. Okay, Big Ben is in London, UK.
This one
Where
was,
was
I
this?
forget
You
where we
said?
started.
That's in
I think it
Berlin.
might have been,
Mhm.
but it was getting
Moscow.
and then going back to the castle.
Right.
And it was an image of a rabbit king sitting on
St.
the
Basil's
throne.
St. Basil's is Moscow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kept the page up, so it must have refreshed.
And then the Sagrada Familia, was that
It is
was that a Spain thing?
Barcelona.
Barcelona, Spain.
And then that's in,
Okay. Is that an Egypt thing? Is that thing?
how do you, is it KHA?
FRE?
Did we start in the castle or did we start?
Yeah, there's an Egyptian pharaoh.
Just stopped.
which is
If you go to the left, you can go left
in,
again.
No.
Then probably here. I guess it could also have been here to here. Go up one.
One.
And can you
so
go
that would
left
probably be
one?
Pisa or
One.
So
Oh,
this is-
sorry.
this is
From the
Pisa,
previous one,
Egypt.
could you
Oh.
go left one?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Castle.
a
Okay,
person.
so now
that
you're at the castle. So now
Okay.
you should be able to
So then.
like
Yeah.
right.
Four.
Cairo.
And that's two
There's
of
a
those.
Oh, Cairo in
up
Egypt.
One,
Yeah.
two.
And search.
You have collected a key.
So then,
So I go back down.
Yeah.
Back down.
well, so those things are located on here.
Use the key.
And there might be other things, but that's all that I
Might be, yeah.
found.
Where did you say the other two were? The two locations were Romania. Hey, Roman boy, go back to Romania. No, that's German. What are these squares?
Down, up.
Good question. Not sure I have the reason.
So Madrid is this. This is Barcelona. Madrid.
Okay, this is a zone. Okay, this is radar. We've got capitals, we've got cities, airports, waves, fishing. Directions A and directions B.
What is upper what?
Baraka.
What is upper Baraka?
Oh,
It was listed that way on the map itself.
yeah. Country.
I'm not familiar with it, but I was wondering if it was like a mountain range or something. Upper Baraka Gardens.
And it said connect what? Said what did somewhere you read instructions?
It said join the cities on the list on the back. Join the cities in the list on the back. Can you see the result?
Okay.
Yes. Should I try that?
Okay. So.
I mean,
So I thought the other
all right.
locations and I
The
see stuff, but it's
Upper
not
Baraka
picking up
Gardens were a
Okay.
public garden in
Let's see.
Valencia, Malta.
So when we try answering that one, I wonder if
So
it's,
this is it,
I wonder if it's going to be a question. or
We had
something,
Malta.
or if it's
and then
another.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture.
I wouldn't know how to
Yeah.
translate that into a number.
Oh, also, didn't we do this? What did this QR code before do? Remember that?
I remember we scanned it, but I don't remember what it did. Upper Baraka is to the east of Malta.
Is it? Wait, hold on. I think the Baraka is in Malta.
Oh, you already found it? It was nice.
This. All right. Let's see what this scans as. Not quite yet. It's not overlapping. There it is. Just goes to Key Enigma. Play Key Enigma slowly. Find all the secrets of the game. It says Easter egg.
Oh, right. That was it.
That's
okay.
what that was.
Yeah.
It was just a simple Easter egg.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah, I've tried picking up everything
Yeah.
in every spot. I don't know if you
Okay.
pick up too many, if it just doesn't let you
So
pick
let's
it up.
start with this list
Right.
here. Where's
He
Madrid?
didn't work in the house.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if it'll just be like how many icons do you see sort of question, you know?
Yeah, or
just,
something.
so here's Romania here. So this dot right here must be that 34. That's Romania, the third one.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we'll give these numbers. One, two, three, four, five, six. We've also got 6 of the others, right? So anyway, you said this is number 3.
This whole country is Romania,
So this is number 3. Okay, got it.
which that is
do you want to
Bucharest.
that one?
Yeah, so that's so the
Isn't that
across
where?
that gives R and A for that and that.
And then-
So,
that's it.
Malta.
Just
yeah, so,
right,
so
okay.
because if you remember,
Thought
we
was also
Which one is it?
up there
We'd,
near the Black Sea.
yeah,
I don't actually know
when we
where
did it
Malta
the
is.
last time it was
I will have to Google it.
So yeah, last time we got
Oh,
sunlight
it's just out in the middle
Oh,
of
yeah,
it's
with
south
each
of
one,
the.
and they're each
There's
8
Malta
digits, but
there.
there's blue
Okay, so
8
this is 2.
individuals. So when you get
So
one for the
it's
top or
2
one for the bottom,
letters,
it's
Just to
R
be
and A.
sure.
Gotcha.
So that's what I
Madrid
got so
is
far.
the
Don't know what all the
center
blue
one.
Yeah.
lines are supposed
This
to
is
be
Madrid.
for,
Yep.
Right.
but I don't know if it's part of a word for another thing.
Oslo is
Yeah.
And it's Norway, which is going to be here.
this is Norway, not Finland.
This is Norway.
Oh, okay.
Sweden, Finland is back over here. This is Finland.
Oh, okay. All right, and then Upper Baraka, you said was near Malta.
Yeah, it's like a portion. It is in Malta.
I'm not sure the
It's like
significance of
Unless could there be a different Upper
eye
Baraka?
becomes dark.
Yeah, and
like
then
the
little
this
dot in
becomes
the,
and that,
and
yeah.
Because everything so far has been
they're
like
on the PSA.
a dot.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess the dots are capital cities, right? So we've been labeling capital
I mean,
cities.
Upper Baraka Gardens is in Garden in Valletta, Malta, which it's a tiny island, so you're not going to get.
I guess I would make sense for Ra. That could just be the answer.
We're sure this is a
Right.
location.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Right,
that
Well,
would
I'm pretty sure,
right,
yeah.
so that actually
Yeah, that
could be it. That could be all.
that is true. That's all very Egyptian.
It
So.
says it right
And
there.
that's the Isle of Ra, I
Mhm.
think. And then
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think you
It's
might be
just
right.
red herring.
And this is like
Yeah,
Tunisia.
I was trying to think of
Capital
So,
R.
like,
yeah,
weird
that's it.
part of
Yeah,
another
they're
thing.
listing up the Baraka, not as Upper Baraka Gardens, but as its own place.
Yeah, and see it is like in Valletta,
Every time we
which
say
is
Baraka,
this
I think more
little
about that.
place. Finish him, Baraka.
And there's no Upper Baraka that's not Upper Baraka Gardens.
Not that the internet showed me.
Okay.
Weird.
And then Spain, well, this is Spain.
Yes, that
I
is
know we did
Madrid,
something
Spain.
about
Madrid,
this
Spain,
already.
and Barcelona is in
did
Spain.
something about
Yeah, but so if I've got Spain as number 6, where would I mark it?
Well, we don't know where it's the country code, so the whole country has got the same. So that is the challenge here. I mean, it's probably not going to be so simple that we just punch in a bunch of things and we're done.
So we think 5 is basically the same location as 2.
Well, and then 6 is possibly the same location, but could. And what's the zone business?
I have no clue.
And then if we trace this 3, 4, 5, 6, do we get anything? No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's nothing.
This is part of this.
All right. What if
Okay.
what if we say that the back is really looking for these things?
Well, one.
Well, at least I think it is.
We got 1, 2,
I don't have 3.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
4, 5, 6. That's nothing, right?
That's nothing. Now, just for the heck of it. Goes in any particular order.
What's interesting here is if I were to connect this to this, I would get like a pyramid shape.
Yep. Which I like, which is the symbol that is the kapha.
Right.
So can you flip that over and give me that?
Flip what over.
Flip this over and give me the spelling on that. KHAFE. FRE. Don't hold your breath just because you discovered the kapha is the answer. The real challenges are yet to come.
Nice. Okay.
Well, what I don't like.
So you were right.
Is the sunlight?
This is just connected.
Well, but the thing is what they should have done then is they should have made it so it actually connected.
It did. There were 7.
There were 7?
Yeah, there were 7.
Oh, well, what did I miss?
The last one.
Which was?
Probably.
I just had Norway. That's the one that I didn't have the city.
Oh.
I didn't have the city.
Like Norway.
Back to Norway.
Back to Norway. Oh, okay.
All right.
So yes, it would have. So if we had known that, then yes, we would have just traced it in
I
order.
think one of us knew that.
All right. Flaboom is
And then
the
it
floppy
shared-
disk and the
share
map.
with me. Well, I
I
remember
did
you
share
said
with
Norway,
you.
and I said, "Can you
And-
get
and
more
you didn't
specific
write
of the
it down.
city?" And then you never got back to me with a no, just write Norway.
We did Flaboom, and it's I don't know what to do with that. That's what you're. That's what you
Yeah,
want
did
out
they
of it.
ask more information?
It's going for a long time.
Okay.
There's a lot of. It's just centered.
So I don't know what the other list is, Don.
That might just have been
This
to recognize
once we
it.
do this,
Oh,
you
it's
drew
just,
that, and I was like, put that word in.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So the rest of this is just red herring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know why I got into all of this? One of my dreams was to release a video game. I was working on one for years, but my entire project was published as a result of the leaks, and I had to give up my dream. So now those rats are going to pay for this. We're going to catch them and unmask them. But first, my challenge. I have sent you the floppy disk
Yes.
of a video game in its alpha stage. See if you can beat it. Write who reigns in my game.
The
The
rabbit.
rabbit.
Or
So
is that
we
the
just-
name of the rabbit?
Take the digital map as well. You're going to need it.
We
Yeah, we did.
used it already. I would just try rabbit.
Try rabbit. If
first.
not, then we'll do whatever the rabbit's
Whatever his
name is.
handle is. Big balls, I think.
One
One of them.
Correct. You've discovered that the ruler of my labyrinth is a rabbit. Well done. To continue with the test, check one of my names of my teammates.
Now I'm even more confident about your
Yeah.
plan for the next one.
All right, White Lupin. I have to admit, I've always been very academic. That's why I spend my life in museums, and my shelves are full of works of art. I've always been struck by classical beauty, its languages, its works, its writings, contrasted with the irony of leaving everything in the hands of the gods. I differ with them here. I've always been more of a fan of modern science rather than religion. In my test, I wanted to play with those two aspects, just the old and modern together as one, just like life and death. Can you find the word? If you need anything, type a hint. So
Raw.
White Lupin is what?
Raw.
That's not the right answer. Perhaps it's a little tricky to get it. You want a puzzle?
I'm
What-
very
what-
surprised.
So what's the puzzle?
Is that the right puzzle?
Is this the rabbit? Is White Lupin the rabbit?
Oh, you just randomly decided what it was without asking. Okay.
I did, yeah.
The letter written in Latin and something
Oh.
else.
This one.
Which is still White Lupin. So then there's something to do with this and combining that, I guess.
Or was it that combined with this?
No, this is.
No, that's the hat.
Yeah.
You can see it in the middle.
Yeah, but I thought. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. So these two are the same puzzle,
Okay. So
and
that's
this is the one that Schrodinger's cat, both dead and alive. But let's get the translation, the Google Lens back on this. Somebody who have the Google Translate, Google Lens or whatever it is.
We need to just try this. Let's see. S is F. C is B. Probably not going to work. U.
No.
Um,
No, it's
Yeah.
literally just whatever this says. This is in Latin, whatever it says in English, which is about Schrodinger's cat, there's not that much. But using that as a hint, then interpret this as it appeared in the sun, right?
so each one of those is 8 digits, which is a letter.
Okay.
It's spelled sunlight, which is why we put in the sunlight.
Got it.
Each row creates 8 digits as well. And those 2 digits were RNA, raw, which is why we thought it might be raw. But probably have to combine it with whatever this is. Also, there was blue design in the triangle and the Ankh and the sun and all that. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
Yeah, there's
what to do with those.
a bunch of blue stuff going on.
Which I don't know if that was just a visual cue to get you to look at those zeros and ones.
right. Or red herrings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, see these dots around the edge? They're not even visible until they're blue, right? So there's a lot here that's not visible until it's in the sun and it's all made blue. So I think that's significant. We've got the Eye of Horus, right? We've got the Eye of Horus, got the we've got
Who represents a scarab?
Right.
does anything down the side?
This is what you got out of the blue. Is that what those? When you
Yeah, the blue for
translate-
those. Yep.
Yeah.
Which were the right pattern for two.
None of these down the side changed color.
They did not.
Okay. Unfortunately, I have text where I can laboriously translate hieroglyphs, but I can't do real well is translate off the top of my head hieroglyphs. And I don't know that it would expect us to translate hieroglyphs. Like I don't know if this is actually needs to be translated or if it's just decoration. It's just art. We translated hieroglyphs. That was pointless. I mean, I've got Osiris and Set stuff going on. I've also got Ra stuff going on. I mean, it's basically referring to the entire pantheon.
So the translate.
I've got Thoth going on. What?
The translated Latin is Erwin Schrödinger in 1935 proposed in the quantum world through an experiment. The cat meditates in the box. Inside the mechanism was installed an electric detector and a lethal dose of poison for the cat. If an electron is captured, the detector activates a mechanism to release the poison. He says that Schrödinger's equation will be 1 or 2 nuclei by scale, which are similar to the truth and occur at the same time. In the quantum world, which is only a cat dead and alive at the same time, equally true in both states, but to open the box and they alone see whether he is dead or alive. Is there any other hint based on the format of the answer, Don?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
No, it just says, can you find the word? Together, okay, in my test, I wanted to play with the old and the modern.
Okay. This is the old, that's the modern. Got it.
This covers that skeleton of the rabbit skeleton, the cat skeleton.
Yeah. I mean, that's a different puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's something like the word box combined with the word
Together
Ra,
as one, just like
an
life.
anagram or something like that. Together like life and death, yeah.
Okay, Ra was Ra life, then.
Well,
death.
I mean, this is life and death at the same time, sort of thing. Like
Right, but what I'm saying is, so Ra was the god of what?
he was the over god, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So then who's the under god? Anubis? So Ra Anubis or Anubis Ra?
Anubis was the god of the underworld, but and then Thoth is basically a god of death, which is kind of a separate role. And then you got Horus, who is basically life, and you've got you got Osiris. Horus and Osiris. I confuse. It might be Osiris, Osiris is Rogue. Osiris is the chick. Horus is. They're siblings, but also a married couple, and both children of Ra. And then
Cyrus was the god of afterlife, fertility,
Seth was the
agriculture,
god of evil. Well, basically the thing with evil. It was a little more the Egyptian god did not, line up in the same way as the Western,
Ra is the god of the sun.
Yeah.
Is there a god of the moon?
Yes, there is. I'd have to consult.
Khonsu.
Yeah.
I wonder if Khonsu is the answer. saying the life and death, the
And
opposite.
looking
So
for
what's the opposite of
could
that?
be.
You could try that. KH ONSU. Konsu.
I think that's probably making it more complicated than it's supposed to be.
That's not right.
And we need to use the blue information in here somehow.
And
It has to, it has to be significant that this turn blue.
well, I mean, that is how we got the raw, at least. Like, not from all the blue, but from the blue. That's how, when it got raw. It wouldn't have been without the blue.
I mean, just like you were just taking the blue digits and putting.
Yeah. So each row. So there each word is 8 digits for the cipher.
Okay.
And if you saw one row, there was 8 blue digits. So the first
How many
row.
green digits were there?
I don't know because that wasn't the significant thing.
Well, but you see, but with Schrodinger's, you have to consider both outcomes simultaneously. So if you consider the blue simultaneous to the green,
Let's see if there's any.
this is 8 times 4 is 24 divided by, or minus. You said you got 8.
Here, let me see.
Then that would be 16. So that'd be 16 green in each row.
So that'd be too many digits with the light green ones. Let's see if the dark green ones are.
Oh, there's 2 shades of green.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to see, but. Yeah, no, that's gonna be too many.
That might have been to mask which ones
Right.
turn blue.
Right. Because the other greens, whether you do the lighter ones or the darker ones, there's too many digits.
What if you do all the greens, though?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You should get
5.
16 digits in each row, which should be 2 pairs of 8. So you should get 4 total characters, which might not be significant characters, but.
And I don't know how much weight to put into this, because with the translate, that's obviously very dependent on the app used to translate, and it's not it's not like trying to get information from a poem.
But it is very specifically says you use this
Mm-hmm.
in conjunction with this, so this has to have some sort of meaning related to this.
If you look at how box like the.
I'm gonna go on to here. Is there something?
I don't know. It looks more diamond-like, but I don't know if that means anything based on like the box drawing that's on the one side.
You could just try cat raw or box raw or raw cat.
This is what I have tried so far.
Okay.
I did raw, cat, ankh, Kansu, sun god.
Okay. So
Because Ra is the sun god.
yeah, but
And there is a clear image of the sun
right.
that is lit up blue, and Ra, the eye of Horus,
which is also eye of Ra.
is the symbol of him.
Yeah.
There's also a blue dot in this ankh,
Mm-hmm.
so it gets
yeah.
See, writing them all of them across does give you an 8. And the first one did make a letter. However, the next one starts with 1, and not a single code starts with a 1.
I is
And
also
then that
not
starts
correct.
with a 1.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's go back to only the blue significance. So Ra is the answer to this puzzle.
Well, let me see if maybe there's.
Then what is the answer to this puzzle and combine the two together,
Right.
So let's go back to you tried raw cat, right? What about?
I did not try raw cat, which doesn't make any sense to me, but I am putting it in.
This is my cat. We named him Rocket. That would be the
do you
context.
want me to put a box of cats?
or raw box.
Raw box.
Like maybe do it in one word.
Like Roblox? The game that my child won't stop?
Or box raw.
Don't you play Roblox?
Cat rock.
Sometimes. Actually, they went on not too long ago, and it was all, they realized it's a whole bunch of 13-year-old boys just stealing their stuff.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we were really young when we played this. Roblox, that's the name of the game. Is there something to these hieroglyphics? Lotus, snake. Like, here's, okay. Do these other things?
That or this might indicate the order of something.
This is probably part of his clues. This is probably his.
So oddly enough, if you do both times, both rows, all the different color greens, you get 3 sections of 8. The first ones both make a letter, but none of the Lex do.
Yeah, so let's.
So do we want
Yeah.
to try the extra puzzle and see and eliminate all the stuff that we?
It might give us context, yeah, because like we should be done with this, and this.
Didn't you guys do this one?
That one, I think that one's going to give us the order
Oh, okay.
of these guys
Other names
for
or
I don't know what, but
Yeah. Got it.
and I've got the order here
Okay.
because and that was the name. So
Mhm.
So select puzzle gives us these. We can do extra, or we could go ahead and do harder, which is the guy. Let's do the extra. We could do harder, which is the guy who is wanting us to put them in order, and it may reveal some information.
It might, yeah.
All right. Sending you only one puzzle wasn't enough. I'm sending you a chance to win something extra if you solve my second one. To distinguish the message, you must ask the sun gods for help and let yourself be enlightened. There's no way it works at night. If you need more help, type in.
So the other thing that I'm thinking is like it looks more symmetric
So-
or more mirrored.
All right, so I found this. All right, so he says, let's just go through this. All right, stop. Sending you the only one puzzle wasn't enough. I'm giving you a chance to win something extra if you solve my second one. To distinguish the messages marked, you must ask the sun gods for help. Let yourself be enlightened. There is no way this works at night. If you need more help, type hint. So I put in raw, which was the answer to this, right? Impressive. I wasn't sure if you would be encouraged to solve my extra puzzle. As you may have seen, it only works with sunlight and not with artificial light. As a reward, I'll give you this link and it may be helpful at some point. The artist
So raw is the answer to the extra puzzle.
Yes.
That's not the answer to this puzzle.
Now that you've
Oh.
finished the extra puzzle, you should return to the rest of the puzzles to continue with them.
Okay.
Select one of my teammates.
so then is that just a supplementary? Is this separate? Was this just an extra puzzle?
I think this in light gave us raw, which was for the extra puzzle. This not in light is solvable as is.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
Okay.
okay.
Well, then I would think it may rely more on this.
Well, it relies on the combination of the two. I just don't know how they combine together. So
Like, with light again, so I don't think it's significant, but there's a lot more symmetry because they add the symmetry line there, they add the extra lines, and even with the two like big and small, it makes it look more like a fold or something like that. But if we're not worried about the blue anymore, and I don't know that we are because of that bonus puzzle, I don't know if that's actually significant.
well, this does not look like foldable stock. Like I don't think I could actually.
I'm wondering if just the fact that it had these different blue things, which you could kind of see without the light to a certain extent. I wonder if that was just a visual cue to look for blue in the numbers, which is a little more difficult to see than that. I don't know.
Right, and I
It
can
might
see
be
that.
just as simple as that.
Right. But again, I think the sunlight was for the extra puzzle.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're trying.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do, just for the heck of it.
Yep.
I'm going to figure out why. I'm gonna push on the last guy.
So we don't know what this was for.
Right.
But there's skeletons to match each of the creatures. They overlap perfectly. That's the cat, that's the rabbit, that's the dog.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they don't all line up at the same time, but you move them around and they definitely cover their respective skeletons. So something about overlapping those. I'm not sure the squiggles or whatever are going to add.
What is the avatar card? Is that this?
I don't know.
I would think so because that has the
Avatars
on
yeah. Which gives us the order of them.
All right, so this is what it is asking for. It says my puzzle consists of figure out the correct order of my teammates' answers.
Got it.
To do that, you're going to need the avatar card. Once you have them in order, enter the answers in the boxes that appear once you hide this chat. So if I hide this chat, I have 4 answers.
Flaboom.
No, it's the answers that we gave, I think.
Oh, okay. So then Flaboom is.
But we need to know what that 4th one is.
Yeah.
Do we need to write the...
Well, let's try it with just their names.
Okay, so then it'd be Flaboom.
B-O-O-M.
Jighack.
Did you get these correctly from the thing, or?
I did at some point, but I kind of chicken scratched on the last one I took the picture of, so I don't know if I spelled that quite right. My chicken scratch kind of fucked it up.
We'll just keep going.
Whatever that would have been.
Masquerade.
And then White Lupin. And then Harder.
Is it separated?
Well, I don't know if that would be part of it. I think it's just the 4, but that would be him in the middle.
Wrong answer. Try again. Okay, so I think it's looking for the words that we had.
Yeah.
What was the first answer?
So the first one.
What is the Flaboom answer?
Flaboom should be the one that is the little space invader.
So that would be the space one, which was what?
I crossed it out. It was 99 times 24, I think.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me go back to let me tell you what all the answers were, and you can go from there.
And then we had.
All right.
Especially since they were confirming it.
All right. Masquerade is 2871. Then Jighack is Kahafre, Khafre. Flaboom is Rabbit. And we do not know what White Lupin is.
But it's not Ra.
It is definitely not Ra, and it is not that track of that situation.
Yeah.
But just so then for order's sake, Flaboom is the Space Invader guy. Nope.
Oh, sorry.
So Flaboom is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Jighack is 2.
Jighack is 2.
Masquerade is 3, and we're working on number 4.
Right. Masquerade being the sheep shape, and number 4 is the rabbit.
Okay.
All right, so we need to go back to.
I'll read my translation again, but I mean, I'm still not sure how much
there's some
information
hint,
from that.
But there's got to be some hint in there because they want us to take that sheep and that sheep.
Yeah.
And he said from old and new, so we've got the Egyptian
word,
the Egyptian thing, and the Schrodinger's cat concept.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide though if this is literally just a supplementary extra and irrelevant to the actual answer of that. Like, did we fully utilize that?
No.
It sounded like it would be both combined.
They're both for this.
But it is weird that the binary was very obvious because they had binary very obvious on there that had sunlight. So that part was extremely obvious.
And we haven't used this at all.
No.
Right.
That's what I was
And
saying,
it is
that's-
shown in the list of things to do.
Right, and you can juxtapose the living rabbit and the living cat and the dead cat.
And the living
Well, that's
dog
true.
and the dead dog and
Well,
the living
yeah,
rabbit.
Well,
and
but
the
what
living-
if you,
If you take the
what if you just focus on the cat?
right, then you get some sort of like maybe an arrow, like I did it the other way. And you get like an arrow, but
Where's that? Well, I assume we won't use something from another puzzle. So I was gonna say maybe it lines up
so
with some.
you get that arrow lines up with with the bird.
Yeah, like all the red herring that they have on that, like the
Yeah.
cash
So-
marks and whatever. It's like none of that's needed.
But
It's
then
Yeah.
just connect the dots.
can this go with this? Can you do anything with that with this?
For at least not now. Maybe in the next puzzle.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like we're supposed to have, unless it's in here. Is that the? I know there was something we had that had the names and the images of these guys
There's this.
together.
It's pointing at a curve, and this is a curve. And then if we
yeah.
take the dog,
Is necessary for this one, so I think
put
that's
the
previous
dog
information.
here,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's on the box.
It
so it's
points
right-
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right. It's on the
there.
box, so actually, let me see if I spelled it right. Maybe.
Oh, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
put the fish on top of the fish.
That was
That fits there, and what?
now. Did you put the S in there? Because I didn't write it down on here. Yeah,
Just don't
that might have been
see
all
anything.
butchered. You want to try writing these again with like the actual proper spelling? He doesn't know.
Me, no. I am trying to figure something else out. All right.
Is it low enough?
What are you trying to figure out? What-
I think I was gonna say we could try it again. I think
Just for
the
spelling.
No, I
spelling
spelled it
is-
correctly. It is not asking for the order. It's asking for their words, their
Gotcha.
answers.
Yeah.
I think the answer to this is in here.
Okay.
And I think that if you put the cat on top of the bone on top of it, all right, you get some things, right? This completes, this points at this, this has a point that goes to this rabbit. So next, say we go to the rabbit,
Oh, gotcha.
and then the rabbit,
Just following them, follow the trail.
but I'm not finding what that trail is, but the things that are on there is the dog matches the skeleton of the dog.
Mhm.
The
So
fish
some do
overlap.
overlap.
So they do overlap. All four overlap directly.
Gotcha.
So the question is, what is that clue?
Yeah.
Right, and is it only the cat that matters?
And
Oh,
is that
right.
part of this,
Right.
or is it there's some?
And the cat may be the starting point. So
Well,
like
see,
maybe it's a
But
four
see,
letter
if I
word.
didn't have a rabbit, then I would think, oh, cycle of life, fish, cat, dog.
Yeah.
And then
right.
there is this. That this said use this and something else.
Okay.
Doesn't mean this. This was used for a different thing.
Well, the reason
Could
why.
this something else be that? And that
well,
somehow.
But see, I don't like ignoring the fact that these are
Yeah,
both.
very
No,
strong.
this is his. But he gave us this as our extra
That's
one.
That's what I'm saying. I
So I'm
feel like
saying
it's
maybe
just a-
this has nothing to do with it.
that's-
Maybe the
But
thing that
you're
you
saying
need to
White
solve
Lupin
it
gave
is.
us 2 clues.
He gave us 2
That
tests.
bonus.
Yes.
That was an extra bonus. Is what
He
I was
gave us
saying.
2 different tests.
Oh, White Lupin gave us 2
Yes.
tests. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
And
It
the
just
second
wasn't
one-
clear where the dividing.
The answer to the second, the
Okay, so
extra
you think
puzzle
this is raw?
is definitely raw.
Okay, so you think
And so
this,
we know that. So it could
you
be
think this card is done, and we're just doing that.
with this somehow. So the question is, how does that, other than the idea that 2 things exist at the same time,
Right, alive and dead cat. Like,
Oh,
I
no.
do think
Here.
the starting point.
Give me.
set it in the box?
Yes.
Oh, on top of the box,
Yes.
there's that shape.
So we have the cat over the skeleton of the cat.
Put it inside the box.
Put it inside the box. in some way.
Oh. And it gives us, no, I think it's even simpler than what you're saying. I think very simply this. Put this here. What word is it circling right there?
Oh, nice.
Is that the correct? Oh, look at this. There's a
Oh, edge of box.
edge of box. And the word is Otra.
Try it.
UTRU. Okay, let's just see if that word.
UGLY. You ain't got no alibi.
Let's try just that word. Spell that word to me.
You could remove one of the things that make it easier to see.
Yeah.
There you go.
So UTRUMQUE. UTRU.
Yeah.
MQUE.
Also, Google that.
Okay.
What a surprise! You've discovered the solution.
That was
Utrum-Q. All right. So now,
Yeah, the confusion was that those two had the same icons.
Yeah.
put this away.
Okay,
And
so
one is
one is Flaboom.
rabbit.
But now I feel happier because we used this
Yeah.
and another thing we were told
Two
to use.
is
Two things.
Jig Hack.
Well, they're in this order here.
Yeah.
These answers.
Masquerade is
2871.
2871. DTRA or U?
Well, it's all lowercase.
What is that letter though?
U.
G.
UTRUMQU.
Wow.
UTRU.
Bringing it back.
MQUE. You've officially passed the test, Legend. You are now one of us. Woohoo!
One of us.
I knew you could do it.
Very good.
You were able to pass the test. It might be useful to us. Let's see what surprise with next. Now you're ready for us to tell you more.
Flaboom.
The next puzzle.
When you're ready to start the next chapter, use this new link. It's a safer private chat. All right, I want to go back and get this thing. It says we might be able to use this later. So how do I open this
Otherwise, you can screenshot it.
in a new? Oh, it's just a PDF. I'm just gonna download it.
And then you can share that with the listeners. But let's try to get these materials back in this band here.
Easy enough.
Yeah. So apparently this is meant to be used throughout the whole campaign.
I would think, it makes sense
These
because
code
it's all
breakers.
the.
Okay, these code breakers are our whole campaign
I
code
think a
breakers.
cipher would be a cipher for the whole thing.
Okay.
And we haven't used some of them. Like we've used a couple variants of it, but not all of them.
Nope,
Oh, the map is in the thing, in the thing, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it might have been. Yeah, I think it might have been in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me about it.
So that was Hackboard Chapter 2. What do you guys think of it?
I think it was easier than the first chapter, but I think we also solved 90% of it last week, so there is that
we solved
as well.
it ahead of time, and
We had a head start.
we went overboard last
Yeah.
time. Okay. So.
We hacked too forward.
True, yeah.
All right, cool. So,
Did that come through?
I just got a message. So if that was,
all right.
yeah.